Roll Tide, everybody. Roll Tide to you. Welcome to Tide Sports, the Alabama Megacast. Yes, right. We had a little name change. As you know, a battle is ensuing at the capstone for a quarterback. It almost seems like one of those loser leave town matches. And we just want to take a look at who is competing with the only film that we do have. Most of it's high school film, but I think you may see flashes of things you may want to see on the field for the University of Alabama in the 2025 season. So in this loser hit the portal match, I guess we would call it, I'm rooting for Ty. I'm rooting for Ty for consistency, but you know, Austin Mack is definitely not a punk. So we're going to take a deeper look at this battle. And we're going to take a look at, which QB can win with the least help. Because when I first did the film, started putting this project together, we didn't have Ryan Grubb as the offensive coordinator. So I had to change some of my notes around because really it looked like whichever QB needs the most help, then you're out. And that seemed like it would be Keelan Russell. But things can change. But with Ryan Grubb, if he sees things or whatever, you never tell him we can come up with. Keelan Russell could very well be the starter, but you can't beat experience. You can't beat leadership. You can't beat loyalty in the locker room. And, cohesiveness is very important. I still say this could very well end up being the loser, the person that comes in third place, clearly third place QB3. It's probably going to hit the portal in May. I mean, let's just be serious. Next up is our man, Ty Simpson. And I say it's my man because, like I said, he's my favorite. I'm the kind of person I like to reward loyalty. Definitely in days when, as soon as Coach Saban, when he retired, a lot of people took off. And people may not remember, we lost at least one, is it Sapien his name? The quarterback, he went straight to Ohio State. Soon as all the retirement cake was gone, he was out the door. So, but Ty's been there. He's waited his time behind Jalen Milroe for 2 years. Hopefully he's picked up a lot of things, and hopefully it just makes it an easier transition with the voice, with the cadence, knowing what the guys like to hear from the offensive line, feel for the running backs, all that kind of stuff, But Ty Simpson, he has some stats with Alabama, 20 points worth as a backup to Milroe. And, came in that game. We played against, UCF. Played in that game, and, he really saved the day because he had to come in for Tyler Buckner, who is now back at Notre Dame playing lacrosse. But as you can see, Ty has some skates. If you go into the other video with Austin Mack don't have that speed right there. He ain't slow. He's faster than your man tight. But, there again, bad camera work right there. But, you'll see it all. Ty, I guess I'm doing this too to remind people that Ty Simpson was one of the number one prospects in the nation. By 24/7 composite, he's the number 25 recruit in the country overall. Number 3 quarterback of composite, and number 2 in the state of Tennessee. So that's third quarterback and number 2 in the state of Tennessee. I mean, he had all the accolades: prep star, second ranked quarterback, top 150 dream team, number 1 quarterback on 3 consensus, 21st ranked recruit nationally, on 3's third ranked quarterback. He was hot stuff, when he was coming out. And like I said, he's a 5-star recruit that has patiently sat there on the bench with the University of Alabama for 2022, 2023, 2024. It is quite possible that this man could play 1 year and move on to the NFL. He could turn out to be that good. Time will tell. He may only need that 1 year. He has talent. There he's throwing on the run. He's hitting the man in stride at the corner of the end zone. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see people just sitting down in the zone. He's hitting people in button hooks all the time. That's a guy going across the middle. That pass was slightly behind, but it was a completion. That's a repeat of that long run from earlier. But Ty has been there. He just has a lot of accolades. You got to go look it up. I mean, look it up. 2A Tennessee State champion, under the direction of Jared Neal. He participated in the Nike's the All-American Bowl. I think I watched that game. It was in Texas. I think I watched that game. So he threw 1888 as a junior, 28 as a senior. He had 203 attempts, 20 touchdowns, and he rushed 300 yards for 7 scores. He chose Alabama over Clemson, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. And don't think they haven't called him since he's been at the University of Alabama. Sometimes I think a guy sticks around like that, especially under a Saban or up under a program like this one, because, maybe he has aspirations to become a coach eventually. You never can tell. As a senior, he threw for 28, 27, for 41 touchdowns. 3 interceptions. 41, was that 1 out of 13? For every 13, for every 13 touchdowns, he had 1 interception. I'll take that ratio. That year also, he rushed for 862 yards and 11 scores. I mean, he is not, just take a look at him. Especially when you see him, have to get on the skates. That's a little mix up right there. But I saw him do this in the cleanup sometimes. Sometimes they put the backups in at Alabama. Ty would be in, garbage time, but people still love sacks. And he had to take off sometime, and I could see that he had some wiggle in his hips. And you're gonna need that because we are still piecing together an offensive line. So we need somebody that can make some motions when you need to. We don't need. It's great to have Milroe with the speed he had, but we are not going to be running the QB dives, read options, overload like we did with Jalen Milroe under Slick Sheridan. Not even Tommy Rice. Tommy Rice did all that. Is it Tommy Reese? Tommy Reese, he didn't do all that. Just Slick Sheridan just came in and said, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back in the time when Newt Rodney dominated football. Come on, man. It was just too much. I couldn't take it. He has 3 passing touchdowns, and I think he has a rushing touchdown or 2. And like I said, I know the offense has been changing for him. It changed for Milroe twice. It's going to change for him a 3rd time now, pretty much, because I think that offense that we ran, look at that. The man got some skates. The offense that we ran last year was just a skeleton of what could be for the University of Alabama. And I look forward to seeing what it's actually supposed to look like. I wish Jalen would have had an opportunity to run it, but hey, we're going to keep it moving. Jalen had a wonderful career, if you ask me. Could have been a lot worse. So there you have it. Ty Simpson, like I said, he is the front runner. When I read all the articles and look at the videos, they say he is definitely looking like QB1 out there. He's getting the majority of the snaps when they do bring it together with the offense. So it's early still, but I think it's like it's his job to lose. And I just hope it's a commitment to him once you get on the other side of August the 1st, that is your job, not just to lose, or everybody can comfortably say, look at this, walking away from people. I hope everybody can comfortably say, this is his job. And, whoever doesn't like it, if they can't adjust, let's just agree to part ways and keep it moving. The man got he got some sweet feet. I'm not even gonna play with you with that. He has the ability to run, and I'm talking about run with effect. But you ain't supposed to be just calling read options and draw plays and all this other craziness just because he can run. But he can indeed run with the football. In the SEC, you may find yourself needing to use those skills. Look at that. Like I said, 860 yards as a senior. When he had to take off, he took off. So there we have it. My man Ty, I like what I see. I hope you do too. Roll, Tide, roll.